They're not like normal parents, okay? And we've just got to understand, and we've got to accept the fact that they are not normal parents, in the sense of they don't think the way a normal parent would think, in the sense of empathy, in the sense of I need to give to my child before I give to myself. And they don't think that, oh, maybe my daughter or my son needs to save that money for himself so he can go into the next phase of his life. Maybe he wants to move out. Maybe he wants to go on this holiday with his friends. Maybe he wants to do X, Y, and Z. No. They think, why are they not spending it on me? I have things to do. I gave them so much when I sacrificed so much for them my whole life. It's their turn to repay me. I sacrificed all this, all that. That's what they're thinking. They are not thinking, this is for you, this can help you grow. No, they're thinking about themselves, the sacrifices they made, the decisions they made in the past, the regret that you need to make up for. And unfortunately, usually one person is chosen in the family. And if you've clicked this video, maybe you are the one that's been chosen by your narcissistic parent. They've seen something in you and they've manipulated you. They've guilt tripped you. They've made you feel sorry for them. In my case, I would feel so sorry because I knew that, my mother didn't have a lot. I've grown up from a single parent household. I've struggled. I've not come from a wealthy family. It's a very low income family in the UK, probably the lowest. And so I've always seen my mum struggle. And that's a sense of guilt that you have. And I didn't realize that they use that against you. At a certain point, there needs to be a release of that. At a certain point, you as you get older and your mind and your brain develops through teenage years, you start to notice, wait a minute, I'm the one always giving here, I'm the one always, why have I got no money left? Why can't I leave? Why am I like this? Why am I stuck like this? And it's a constant vicious cycle of them making you feel guilty constantly. So, and you being probably an honest, empathic person as a daughter or a son that you've been, programmed to be, or just naturally are instinctual beings, is we want to give that, right? Unfortunately, that won't be the way they see it. So in my last video, I talk about lying. And I talk about how I had to lie about, I was too honest at first. Let me go there. And you're too honest. And this is why we're in this financial situation. The problem is that you should be allowed to be honest with your parents. And when you have a narcissistic one, you realize that honesty is going to be your biggest downfall. It's information that they can use against you. It is data they're collecting, so they can use in their ammunition to kind of take you down. And that is really sad to say in some kind of plan and kind of evil way. But I'm sorry, that's the way it is. They do not care in that sense of a maternal or a paternal way. They don't see it that way. And so these are many of the reasons why you are financially not stable right now, including me, is you've spent your whole life trying to care for them. You've spent your whole life trying to figure out how you can best help them in that situation, or you don't even realize that they're putting you in this financial situation until you become more self-aware of what actually is going on with their behavior and how this is so not normal. One way they can get you is they will get you with the rent. That's clear way. They will get you with the rent. So they will say, oh, it's cheaper to live here. Why would you want to spend, this is the way I got, why would you want to spend all that money and going out? And the fact is, I didn't even have that money anyway. So it made sense to me to live there because they were right. I was never going to be able to afford a place. And they know that. They know that. And they use it against you. And they've created this years before this has happened. Before you've become aware of this, they've purposely put you in a financial situation where it's going to be very difficult for you to get out of. And I've realized that this is This is not just something that they've just figured out. No, this has taken years of conditioning. This has taken years of programming into your mind, your subconscious mind, for you to feel that guilt, for you to feel sorry for them, for you to always place yourself beneath them, for you to always forego your feelings, your goals, your dreams, your worth. They put your worth down. They don't validate you with your greatness, with what you have to shine, your abilities. They do not want to give you any validation. They do not want to show you your greatness. They don't. Because the moment you realize your greatness, you realize that there's no time for you to feel guilty for them. You have to go and follow your own dreams, and you can do that without them. But the time they've spent programming you to put you down, to always constantly tell you you're not good enough, or you can't do that, or just little moments, they put seeds in your subconscious mind, and they've been doing it for a very, very, very long time, and you don't even realize it's happening, okay? And they've been just planting those seeds there every single time. And there's many times, and you've probably realized, like, I want to do this. I know deep down I can do this. I have the ability. I'm smart. A lot of these, I would say a lot of daughters and sons from narcissistic parents are very talented individuals. They have something in them. And that narcissistic parent can see that from a very early age, that you have something to offer. You have a talent, you have a gift, you have something within you, and they want to strip that away from you as quickly as possible. And so, this programming has been in the making for a very long time. So you get this vicious circle. So they've told you you're not good enough, so you haven't validated your feelings. So you feel like basically you're not good enough to do this. You are not going to go for that job that has the higher salary. This is me. I'm not going to go for that job that has the higher salary. I can't get that. That's for other people. That's for people that are of value for that kind of job. You don't have the ability to do that. You also, that's not what you do. Especially from my mother. She was a single parent. And hearing the root, money is the root of all evil, this is your life, this is where you're going to be, this is your level, it's a constant, conditioning and programming that money is not comfortable around you. Money is not your friend. Money is not going to help you. And money is for very selfish people. And this is completely not true. Money allows you to have freedom, and being financially stable allows you to have freedom. And I'm not there yet. I've still got a lot of work to do. I mean, I do get a little bit embarrassed and kind of ashamed to say that I am at 35 and I'm not in a financially great position, and I'm not financially stable in the way that I thought that I could be at 35. But obviously when you've grown up with a single parent from a very low income family and from a very narcissistic mother that really just wants to have control of you, and this might be a similar situation for you guys, it's a very, really difficult place to get out of financially, and it's really, really hard, and it's probably one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. I mean, even living by myself, I only lived by myself 2.5 years ago. I'm 35 now. That's wild. Some people just move out when they're 20 and stuff and can financially do that and have parents that will financially support them. I've never had that, and that's fine. Well, I've just got to accept that. But it does take a lot of you, because you do feel trapped. You feel stuck. You can't get out of that environment. You're stuck in that house, that flat, that apartment, that place, that environment. And every day I just remember just thinking to myself, I'm not going to get out of this.